Hello and welcome back to 5-Minute English and welcome to my new studio. My name is Jennifer Nascimento and I'm the founder and teacher with English Outside the Box. Every week I upload a new lesson to my YouTube channel and I deliver this weekly lesson with other resources and tips to my email subscribers. Are you a subscriber? Are you interested? Here's the link and you can join now. We're going to talk about conditional tenses today. Remember, you can read the full lesson on my blog or in your email. Now, before we begin, we're going to be covering the structure. A conditional sentence has two parts: the if clause that begins with if, and the result clause that gives the action that will, would, might, could, or does happen. An important note is that the if clause can go first and the result clause can come second, or the result clause can come first and the if clause can come second. The only rule is that if your if clause comes first, you need to have a comma separating the two. So let's begin with the zero conditional, otherwise known as the present real conditional. It talks about things that happen in real life, facts or things we normally or usually do. The if and the result clause need to have the present tense. As an example, if water is 100 degrees, it boils. Another example in my real life is my cat, Don Sneasel, runs outside if the door is open. Now, because these are real conditionals, we can replace the if with when. When water is 100 degrees, it boils, or Donnie runs outside when the door is open. Moving on, we have the first conditional, otherwise known as the future real conditional. The first conditional talks about things that you think will happen in the future in a specific situation. The if clause also has the present tense. The result clause is what is going to have will and the base verb. Some examples: if I go outside without an umbrella in the rain, comma, I will get wet. Or, I will call you later if I finish work early. Moving on, we have the second conditional. The second conditional is called the present and future unreal conditional. It's unreal because we use it to talk about what we think would, might, or could happen in an imaginary or an impossible situation. Now, in this structure, the if clause is always going to use the simple past tense. The result clause is going to use a modal, would, might, or could, plus the base verb. I'm going to use the same if clause and tell you a little bit about the difference between the modals. We use would to talk about certain things that we know would happen if this imaginary situation were true. As an example, if I had $1 million, I would rescue more cats. I know that I would do it. I'm certain about it. I use could to show I would have the ability in the imaginary situation. So I could go on a vacation around the world if I had $1 million. Finally, we use might to show possibility, something that might happen. The possibility is there, but we're not certain. Following the same example, if I had $1 million, I might buy a mansion. Finally, we're going to end the video with the third conditional, which is also known as the past unreal. This is called the unreal because it's in the past and we cannot change what happened in the past. We use the third conditional to talk about things that could have been, might have been, or would have been if the situation were different. In the if clause, we use the past perfect, had plus the past participle. And in the result clause, we use a modal, would, could, or might, plus have, plus the past participle. The same rules apply for could, would, and might. Could shows ability, would shows certainty, might shows possibility. Some other examples: if I had gotten off early last night, I would have met you for dinner. If I had studied for the test last night, I could have gotten a better grade. And finally, if I had won the lottery last week, I might have gone on a vacation today. All right, go back and review this video if you need to because there's a lot of information in just this 5 minutes. For my current online students, you know what to do. Go into our online classroom and start practicing. Upload your sentences, Write your questions and we'll review it together in our next class. If you're not an English Outside the Box learner, you can always join or sign up for a trial to test it out. You can still comment below to practice and get my feedback. Practice makes perfect, so I want you to practice what you learned today because I want you to reach an even higher level of English. Did you like this video? Don't forget to subscribe for more videos via YouTube, and don't forget to sign up for the newsletter if you want to receive this video in your email inbox with even more tips and help. I look forward to helping you, and I will see you next week.